All right, guys, what's up? Welcome, Soul Brothers, hosted by yours truly, Flex Luther, and none other than Morgan Sneaker Room. What's good? What's new? And how you feeling, my guy?
What is going on? I'm doing great. I am currently watching the Colts game. So if you see my mood change or if you see me looking up, if you're watching this on YouTube, um, just know it's going to be based on whether or not the Colts are doing well. It is a winning in game. So the tension is high.
Who they're playing?
They're playing Houston today. Is your team in the playoffs?
So let's get on to how we start this show. What's on feet? What's on feet today? What we got on feet today, Morgan?
So today it's funny. I was telling you before we went live that I was at work today and I was thinking about us doing the pod and I was thinking what did I put on feet today? And once I looked over and saw I kind of got a little I got a little nervous, but today I wore the Asics
Whoa.
Gel Asics Gel Light 5 Comme des Garçons. These retailed at like 250. This right here.
For
250.
what's the reasoning?
Exactly. But I got these for 50
Wow.
from a reseller. I mean, the price, anytime CDG does an Asics, they always sit and they plummet in price. Just the name alone just gets it a lot of buzz, and this just was a shoe I wanted, but not for the retail. I was cool paying 50 for these.
Yeah, a couple of their past collaborations have not done well. I think the last one I can really remember is the Phone Posit, which I was a fan of, but their price tag was just not it.
Ridiculous.
It was
Yeah.
just not it. Not for just like it was like one straight blank black and white. That was it. Like there was a black pair and there was a white pair, and then it had like that, that circle special effect that it had on it.
Mm-hmm.
But
There are
still,
some CDG collabs that I'm into. I really like um, there's a Gel Light 3 with like a colorful camouflage on it. The Moab, the Carnivore. I like those, but for the right price. I'm not paying the retail for them. I'm not paying retail for some CDG ASICs.
I feel like the most notable collaboration's got to be the Converse collaboration.
Yeah, that is like
The brown, blue. There's a brown, blue, and black, maybe.
there's white, there's black.
Yeah, but
You
I
got
think the
all
brown
sorts of
was
colors now.
the brown one was the one that did the best. I feel like that was the one everybody was really trying to get to.
It's you're talking about with the heart on the side, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. That is like the fashion guy starter pack shoe. Do you have a pair?
I don't. I wanted a pair, and the only reason why I really wanted a pair was because that brand was pretty big as far as like clothing wise.
Yeah.
For a while, and I just thought it was pretty cool to have on a pair of sneakers. I've always been the type to actually go for whatever like brand is in. I would
Uh-huh.
go for the sneaker and instead of like the actual
For the clothes.
like yeah. So like I would rather go for a Kith shoe collaboration than actual
Mhm.
Kith wear.
I got you. What'd you
But
wear today?
my pair was a little unusual too. I went with the Have a Night Day 270. Um, I was running a few errands today. We got I like to call it an Easter shoe, but the 270 is a comfortable silhouette, and I'm still looking for I think of what 95s. I already got the Air Max ones, and I have the 270s, and there's a 95 that I need to complete the pack.
Yep.
But that's what
Yeah.
I had on feet, and I barely wear them, so I'm always trying to wear all my sneakers. So like when I see a pair that I don't really wear a lot, and I'm just kind of like just running a few errands and out and about, I like whatever. I'm gonna throw these on just to give them like a wear. So that's what I went with today.
Yeah, I've never had a pair of 270s.
I got them
For
on
as
sale.
popular as that shoe was,
Yeah, I got mine on sale, so
yeah, yeah. Uh,
that's the main reason why they're in my collection.
I I've sold a bunch of 270s as a Foot Locker employee, um, but I've never owned a pair of 270s.
They're pretty comfortable, but you gotta have the right like uh pants to go with them because it's a very narrow shoe. It's not really a
Yeah,
bulky shoe or a wide shoe. It's real narrow. So like
mhm.
the current style and trends of like baggy clothes, I don't think it would
Not
look
gonna
good
work.
with. Yeah, it's more of like
Yeah.
that Bryson Tiller discount style that I'm into. Which brings up so I think I should do a little bragging. I think I won our first fit contest. If you guys follow us on Instagram, we have our own Soul Brothers podcast, and we just started a new thing where we upload fit pics and we let fit pics sound like I said feet, but we upload fit pics and we have you guys engage and pick who has the best fit. And I think I got the first W. And this guy
But
was
what do
so
we?
confident last episode, so confident.
How? Let me ask you a question. How are we basing? How are we like we? There has to be an official poll, not just people like
I mean, I
commenting in the comments, right?
Oh, here we go.
There has to be
Here,
like something more official than
have you always been like this? Have you
Yeah,
always have
yes.
you always been like this?
Like what? Like I want things to be. There has to
It-
be a system in place.
look.
We can't just
Take
go.
take the L and get better. That's it. That's what life is about. It's not losing if you learn from it. That's it. If you learn from it, it's not a loss. It's okay, Morgan. It's okay.
Bro, the brunch you had on a brunch outfit, man. Like you could have thrown some Chelsea boots on and been the flyest dude
Look.
of 2018.
It's not on you. It's in you.
You had no aura.
Come
You
on, man.
had
I
no
had to.
aura with that fit.
But you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first started that fit, I was trying to go out of the box. So I had these very unique pair of pants that I got from Urban Outfitters a couple years ago.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go for it. So I had my little red star jacket. Then I had on like a pair like it was like a navy blue. And I was
Uh-huh.
gonna try to like finish it with like a white pair of sneakers. So I was gonna go with my pair monies. And I was like, yeah, this gonna be it. And then I looked in the mirror. I was like, I can't do this. So I went and got my old reliable green olive green camos. I did go with the wider baggy fit,
Yeah.
but it's a start. I
I
said
had a
I'll try
onesie
it.
on. I had a
Yeah,
onesie, bro. I don't understand how that
you
doesn't
like
win.
you was finna change my oil. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. It was like you finna change
And
my
I
oil
had
in
on
my
the
car.
Concepts 992 low hanging fruits.
Man, I just don't like the way that looks. I just hate the baggy pants, and then you have a narrow shoe. I just
That's not
don't
a
like
narrow
the
shoe,
way.
that's a chunky shoe.
It wasn't chunky enough. It seemed too small. Like the pants were eating it up. But that's just me now. That's just me now. That's
Got
just
cut
me.
off.
I
I
feel
got
like
that.
the audience agree with me. You had a couple votes in there, but Flex took it. Flex got the W. It's okay, man. It's all right.
Yeah, that's all right.
It
It's all right.
it,
Look, there's, there are plenty of fits. I just like you said, I'm just gonna get better.
it
It's the audience's fault when once I start taking like the shirtless pics and stuff like that, like
Please don't.
it's the audience's fault.
Please don't. Please keep your
Yeah,
clothes on. We already got enough people changing and making get ready with me and
with their
boxers like
drawers on. Yep.
toes out. Like Morgan, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Like please keep your feet covered and your pants on.
Yeah,
And
that's one of
and
those
for
things
it,
we gotta stop. We gotta
any of
stop
our
that this
listeners out
year.
there, please, if you're gonna make a get ready with me video, please make the cutscene as you're buckling your pants, not as you're pulling them up, guys.
Yep.
Buckling, please. I do not
Yeah.
want to see your boxers. It's not it. It's not it.
Yeah.
But
What I will say that um I don't want to see anybody's draws on TikTok this year. I don't want to see anybody's draws. I even like not even just the buckling, but like I'm putting the shirt down like over my pants, right? Like
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not even because I've got kids who follow me, right?
I'm showing as less skin as I possibly can. Like
Yeah, I mean it's
I'm not,
like, come on,
I'm not,
what are we doing?
I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know. They might have a different demographic that they're trying to reach. Maybe they got something in the works. Link in the bio, spicy emoji. I don't know. I don't know.
Look,
Maybe they got something like that going on. I don't know.
I think it's because we're boring, man. Like I mean, we're both in a different spot. We're not trying to thirst trap anybody, you know, like we talked about last week. Like we're not trying to, you know, not trying to put any thirst traps out there.
No,
We're
sir.
just trying to live our lives.
No, we're just trying to buy some sneakers, man.
That's it.
But I do want to talk about. I am getting a little burnt out. I am glad that the military blue fours are dropping in 2024, and we have the Brez also dropping. But
But
I'm starting to hear those little whispers.
what they're saying
My
the G
Grail,
word. They're
my
saying the
my
G word.
Grail, my Grail. 2013, 2012, we seen Fire Red 3 set. We
Yeah.
seen Fire Red 4 set. We seen the Olympic 7 set. We seen the Military Blues set. I remember going into my sport, I think it was Sport Edition at that time. It
Hmm.
went on to be Hibbett Sports. And I remember going in there every week, seeing the Olympic 7s, seeing the Fire Red 3s, and seeing the Military Blues. And now all of a sudden,
This is
these are
Grail.
Grail sneakers.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely excited to have them back this year,
Yep.
but it's not a Grail sneaker.
I
Military
mean,
Blues are not. It's not a Grail sneaker.
so if you're 18 years old, right? Let's say we got the 18, 19-year-olds, and they're saying this shoe that released when they were 7, last released when they were 7, they're excited about them, right? I can accept that, right? But when you've got Sean P. Kicks,
Oh, sneaker
who's
teach 'em.
40, saying this is a Grail, and you've got Valley Boy, it could be a Grail for Valley Boy because um he I don't think that he was able to buy sneakers where he was at back in 2012. Um like I can understand him being excited for him. But like it's like if you're grown and you're calling this sneaker a Grail,
Mm-hmm.
one, you're either new to this, which is fine. You're allowed to be new to sneakers, but
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
let's right. Um or two is like you just weren't outside, right? Like that the military blue force that, it's not a Grail. It is a
A
general
cla-
release.
it's a
It's a,
classic. I give
it's
it
a,
that.
it's a OG colorway. It's a
Yeah.
classic colorway. I'm I'm happy it's coming back out. Depending on what the material is like, maybe I'll buy it, maybe I won't. But with it being a Jordan, I'm leaning towards not. But I've had it before. I've had the military blue fours and I got rid of them and I don't get rid of sneakers. So that just
Yeah.
kind of goes to show how I feel about them.
Well, I mean, it's like you said, it's an OG colorway. It's a classic colorway. So, I mean, as a sneaker collector, and I'm pretty sure you have this list of sneakers that you want. There's a
Yeah.
lot of sneakers that we're not going to see again, that we're
Hmm.
not going to see for a couple years. But the military blue, we're going to see these again. We're definitely going to see the military blues again 10 years later.
Hmm.
So if I can get a better deal on something that I've been waiting for that I know is not going to release again, Dornbecker 3s, a pair of Dornbecker 8s or something like that, I know is we're not probably not going to get a retro of. I'm gonna spend my money on that, and I'm gonna just pass on the military blues.
Yep.
Now, I'm definitely gonna try to grab them, but again, if I can get something that I've been wanting for a while, the military blues are gonna go on the back burner.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
doesn't take away from being a classic colorway. It's just those decisions that you make once you really get into sneaker collecting. Just like I said on the last one about looking it up before I went to resellers or reselling sites. Like, just check and see if it's in stock first. Go to your local mall. You go on Google, search in Foot Locker. Let's look and see if that shoe is still in stock.
Yeah.
Don't run to go in StockX. So if you know you're gonna get the military blues in another 10 years, don't waste that opportunity on something that you could get that you've been wanting for a couple years.
All I'm gonna say is this. I'm gonna say if you really want the military blue force and you miss the shock drop, because there'll be one, and you miss
And
the
the
first
exclusive
sneakers
access.
release and the exclusive access, and then you miss the sneakers release, right?
hmm
And then you miss the Foot Locker release. Don't go to GOAT and StockX. They will restock,
Yep.
right? Like you will get your pair for retail. If not, less than retail. They will
Yep.
pop up. They will pop up in an outlet. Not saying it's an outlet special, but I can anticipate that shoe going to an outlet. Now, let me ask you a question. So, I mean, we talked about, I put priority on OG colorways, right? I love OG colorways when it comes to Jordans.
Yeah.
In my list of classic OG colorways, the Bordeaux sevens are above, just give you an example. The Bordeaux sevens are above the military blue force. I like the Bordeaux sevens more than the military blue force. If the Bordeaux sevens were to come back out
hmm
this year,
hmm
are they getting the same love that the military blue force are getting?
Oh, absolutely not. They're not, because people, I don't know what it is, but people are so against the Retro 7.
That's
Right.
crazy to
Currently,
me.
currently.
Currently, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I remember the Retro 7 being one of those sought after silhouettes. When I first started collecting it, you had your Retro 11s, you had your Retro 3s, and you had your Retro 7s.
yeah,
Those were the silhouettes that were just going. The Retro ones weren't doing nothing.
yeah.
The
They were
Retro
cool.
4s,
They were cool,
yeah, they
but
were cool.
we
Yeah.
weren't
Yeah, nah,
wasn't
you wouldn't check
impressed.
for them. Sixes, you wouldn't checking for sixes.
Yeah,
You
except I
wouldn't check.
mean, you get like a OG colorway,
Yeah, the
Carmine.
infers, yeah, Carmines,
Yeah,
Varsity Red, something like that. But other than
yeah,
that, not happening. So I mean, it definitely wouldn't. But like, if we get a rumor that the Olympic sevens are dropping the same month as the military blues, I'm definitely getting the Olympic sevens
yeah,
easily. There's no doubt. There's no debate.
yep,
But
yep,
I mean,
100%.
it's all, cycle. It's just the cycle of the sneaker game is just changing.
Yeah,
I think I'm getting to a point to where, like, I feel like I'm becoming a collector that I used to like look up to. So like
hmm
now everything's coming full circle. So we're getting black toe 14s. Already
yeah,
got them. We're getting fire red 3s. Already got them.
yeah,
Fire red 4s. Already got them. Flu game 12s, already got them. Concord 11s, already got them.
hmm
Legend Blue 11s, already got them. So it's kind of like I'm just kind of running out of like things to grab now. It's kind of like I don't need those.
yeah,
I'm really starting to be more, pick and choose about what I'm grabbing now. Of
yeah.
course,
You
I'm
got,
gonna want to go for those OG black toes or those Legend Blues, but if I
mhm,
don't get them or something else comes up, like I said, I already got them.
yep.
So you know, I don't want to
I
say,
I will say that the black toe 14s is one that I'm looking for.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely, yeah.
I had a size 10 that was squeezing my feet.
hmm
Um, and so I was like, oh well, I'll go ahead and I'll sell these.
hmm
I think I they were a package deal with a bunch of other stuff. This is a story for a later time, but a package deal for some zebra Yeezys. Package deal. And it was a the package was a package, bro. Package deal for some zebra Yeezys. And I was like, well, I'll just get them in a 10.5, 11 later on down the road, and we're still haven't
I
gotten
can't
that.
I can't think of the video. It's the guy he trades like 4 or 5 good pairs
Yeah,
for the zebras.
it wasn't that package.
I can't think of what the pairs, but it was crazy pairs, and for like zebras, it was like
Size
1,200.
3. Yeah, it
Yeah, it
was.
was
And then he
crazy,
still had to pay cash.
and still had it. Yeah, yeah, it was a crazy trade. He's like, "Hey man, I
So
got my pair."
so let's so in the spirit of talking about being finessed,
Mm-hmm.
Supreme Sneakerhead.
And the
What
winner
happened?
goes to. I'm so
Who?
excited. I'm so excited
Who?
for the people that are listening. Just to give a quick backstory of the Supreme Sneakerhead Contest. So for months we seen some of our closest content creators bring this contest up and ask people to vote for them. We finally get a winner, and no one has no idea who the winner is. There's no IG tag to the winner. It's just overall just a mess. And
It so okay, I so how the contest worked was people would go from what I understand,
hmm
people would go and vote for who the best sneakerhead was, right?
hmm
And so there are some people who we knew, Valley Boy Kicks, he was a finalist, semi-finalist.
quarterfinalist.
Destiny Radcliffe Sneakerhead,
hmm
she was up there somewhere. Who else was in that?
that was a lot. There definitely was a lot of people in there.
I never even, I mean, I only used free votes, which we'll get into, but I only
Uh-huh.
used free votes on Destiny and Valley Boy.
Yeah,
And
I voted for Kick's music art teacher too. He
oh,
was
Kids
he was
Music Art
part
was
he
in
was
there
part of
too.
it too. Yeah, he was part of it
Okay.
too.
Um, but like, so the free votes, right? Like, did you pay for
Mhm.
votes?
No, once that's when it got sketchy to me. Whenever
Right.
they start asking for money,
Yeah.
I was like,
Like you
in the,
could pay for votes
yeah,
from, right?
yeah,
Like you
that's when
got
it.
one free vote a day, and then but you could pay for more votes. That's where I was kind of like, all right, this is a little strange. And my spidey senses were tingling when I saw that. And so, anytime that something that's supposed to be fun
Uh-huh.
is looking for
Yep.
money,
Yep.
uh,
Time to
that
reevaluate.
right, exactly. And I was more than happy to use a free vote, but
Yeah.
Destiny and Jesse, if you're hearing this, I wasn't paying for votes for you guys. I apologize. I really like both of you guys, but I wasn't paying for any votes for you, and I apologize for that.
I mean, once I seen like them, what caught my eye was that seemed to be in the work with the shoe surgeon. And then once I seen him not pushing it or like comment below, like, yeah, guys, do this, hop in, or just
Mhm.
pushing, just like promo. I was like, well, why is he not pushing it? But at
Right,
the same time, it was kind of like, if it's not credible or real, why are you not saying anything about it?
right,
So I mean, the le- I'm pretty sure there was talks, and it's kind of like, hey, we can use your name and your likeness. You don't really have to say
right.
that it's real. You want to say it's good or it's bad. We just want to use your name and your likeness. And that's just how the game works. And I feel like that's in any type of
Yeah,
fashion industry, subculture, whatever you want to call it. But
yeah. So essentially, as we alluded to earlier, a I don't want to call this person a nobody, but this person does look like AI, an AI
yeah,
generated person. Man, I gotta be careful what I say because this is this isn't a private conversation anymore. Um,
character defamation. Just keep
yes,
it on your mind.
this person is a sneakerhead, right? Um,
Yeah.
what do they have to do with? You said that they have a connection to Adidas, right?
They shouted Adidas out, like maybe that's their favorite brand.
Uh huh.
And she's also German.
Okay,
Um,
and
I
Adidas
don't
is
know if
German.
I don't know if that's where she's from or like that's where she's currently staying. So I mean it's all just weird. And then you get the Batman guy that made the comment about like, hey, I'll be your Batman. And there's rumors that he paid for all her votes to get her to win in the competition. I mean, I'm gonna love when we get more and more information about this because
Yeah,
it's still developing as we're recording this. So I can't wait to hear more and just get the real, the real deal, Holyfield of like what
yeah.
really went down.
I feel bad for the sneakerheads who were pushing this
Hmm.
to all of their creators, because it does take, as Destiny actually made a video about this, but she said that it takes a lot of courage um to ask people to vote for them, right? Like it takes a lot of
Yeah.
uh it takes a lot of guts to put yourself out there and say, hey guys, like vote for me, I'm trying to do this thing,
Yep.
and have people support you. That's
Hmm.
not easy to do, but if you've got a if you've got somebody who is bankrolling you,
Yeah.
how is that fair, right? Like Destiny's thousands of followers, Valley Boy's tens of thousands of followers. It's a lot of people to kind of put yourself out there to, and
Yep.
then this person with 100.5 followers gets
188.
it because uh one person allegedly helped her out and kind of was buying votes allegedly.
Yeah.
Did I
I mean,
say allegedly?
yeah, don't forget that part. I feel like the biggest thing for me personally, if I were to like partake in something like that, is putting my name to it.
Uh-huh.
So like when you're doing what we do, content creation, you got to be careful who you're talking to, who you're sending your information through, because just like anything else in this world, people are always trying to scam. So
Mhm.
I recently got like an email from someone claiming to be Gap,
Uh-huh.
and it seemed legitimate because I've done videos and I've had viral videos with Gap products. So I'm like,
Uh-huh.
okay, Gap reaching out to me. So I'm reading it, and then they're like, for your first shipment, we'll need for you to cover 30%. I was like,
Oh
okay,
no, that ain't
yeah.
it. That ain't it.
Whenever you got me personally, I'm not gonna put any more money into a $1 million, $1 billion company
Right.
than I've already done. Like, love Nike to death.
Mhm.
But there's no way Nike's finna come to me and be like, "Hey, we need for you to spend another $10,000 for us to work with you." No, bro. I got 300 pairs back here. If you
Yeah.
wanna put that
Right.
in, put that on, put it on the tab for me,
Yeah.
we can do that. But
Right.
I'm not finna do that. And that's when I know it's like, okay, yeah, this is not it. And then you have the
Yeah.
other brands that are like begging for your information, like, hey, we'll give you this if all we need is your first name and your country. When they start asking the country, I'm like, why are you asking what country? Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here? Like,
Yeah.
give me some handles, give me some social media handles, some links. I need to see what you're doing,
Mhm.
and then that's when you start getting they just start sending a reply again. All we need is this. Okay, yeah, you're
Yeah.
not getting it, buddy. Sorry.
Are you on TikTok Shop yet? Do you have anything in TikTok Shop?
Like personal products or just like promoting.
Promoting anything?
Oh yeah, I get uh, all the time, every other day. This person wants to do this with you. This person wants to do
Yeah.
this with you, and it's like the most randomest thing. Like I got a promotion for like a dress,
Yeah.
and I'm like, do they not know? Like my videos, I'm
Yeah.
not doing get readies with me with like the Fashion Nova dress, so like I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah.
So you can tell it's like real AI
Just
generated. It's just
yeah.
like sending out, so like I said, you got to be careful, and that's just with anything. Buying sneakers, buying clothes, doing content creation. There's always someone out there trying to, you know, trick you
Trying
out
to
of
get
your
over on
position.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that simple as that. So you definitely gotta be careful for that. And I hate that this happened on such a like a high scale because like me doing the Scotty Awards,
Mhm.
there's incentives that are involved, money incentives. And like whenever money is involved, even if it seems like you're getting money, you don't have to give money. It always kind of gets people to like, ooh, wait a minute.
Yeah. How do I
You
get in
can't,
on this?
yeah. Then it's kind of like, should I do this? Is it real? You
Hmm.
know, money is always a grab or a
Yeah.
clickbait. So you always kind of got that, thought in the back of your
Yeah.
head. And I feel like that was just on such a large scale. I mean, that's probably as big as what was my guy that did doing the pre-orders.
Zada 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 Zeta
And
Kick, Zada Kicks.
I was part of the group chat that they had
Yeah.
that he was in. And again, this is one of these things you learn from early on from collecting. We never did pre-order kicks. What I
No.
never you when you said pre-order,
No.
you like pre-order what? How you
Not
how you
unless
already
it's
got it?
right. I'm not pre-ordering from a reseller.
Yeah,
Ever.
not from a yeah that
Never.
yeah
Never
yeah
pre-ordering from a reseller.
yeah.
I no. I that is like that's not something I'm ever doing.
And
Pre-ordering?
they had like, and then the thing about it, he was doing it in like bulks. Like there was a bulks. He was
Yeah.
doing like five sets of tens and all this stuff. And I was so close because it was good margins.
Yeah.
Like it was like 4,500 and you get like 20 pairs. You
Okay.
flip that, you're doubling your money.
Yeah.
And you had your little testimony that, oh man, he just got my pairs. And then you started slowly saying, I still haven't got my Thunder 4s. And the Thunder 4s had dropped, restocked, hit
Yeah.
hit the outlets. And they're like,
Right.
man, I still ain't got my pairs. And I was like, see, see,
Exactly.
I love the OG collecting. It has these little tricks that they're doing now already been done. Already
Yeah.
been there. I know better. I don't pre-order. I don't do the first looks. I'm good.
But I'll tell
I'm
you
good.
what though, because they're not trying to attract us. They don't they don't care that we don't pre-order. They're gonna try to attract
Yep.
these 18 because the sneakerheads are younger now, right? The
Yep.
ones who are getting all the kicks, they're younger. Um, like we talked about this last week, but I mean, we got what, two pairs of shoes a year,
Hmm.
right? These kids now, they got all the shoes. Like,
I want to know, where are they getting this money? Like this whole buyout table. Like, is this stage? Like they're like, yeah, we do 4,500. No, I do 43. I'm like, 40 what? 43? Like 4,000? No, 43,000. Where are you
yeah,
getting $43,000? Like, I
these
really want to
kids,
know.
I'll tell you that. I mean, I work with high schoolers,
Uh-huh.
and I'm trying. The one of the things that I'm fighting right now is like they all want to work. They're all trying to grind. They're all trying to like make all this money, and I'm like, I'm a tennis coach, and it's like I'm trying to do the same thing, but
Hmm.
it's like I need. Not only do I want them to be successful and the team to be successful,
Uh-huh.
but everybody's trying to work. Everybody's trying to like make money. And I think that's
Yep.
what these kids are thinking about more and more now is how can they make money and less about just one being a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um but I mean these kids are grinding. Um
I'm,
so
I mean, one viral video can change your life.
yeah,
Simple as that. One viral video and you're up there and you got a lot of money in your face. But I'm speaking on just, you see those videos where they're buying out tables, cashing out
yeah.
tables,
And
and
it's a
this is,
kid.
yeah, these are adult savings. These are adult
Yeah,
salaries. These
yeah,
are adult salaries. Like, you're like, where are you getting $120,000 at
yeah,
to 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 spend? I mean, I guess they don't have the responsibilities and stuff, but still, I want to know, how did you accumulate the $120,000?
yeah. I'm thinking it's like they're take one pair of shoes, flip it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like a lot of flipping happened. That's my best guess. It's kind of like the Occam's razor, uh the most simple response or the answer is the right answer or whatever.
Yeah.
I just imagine that they've been reselling for a long time.
I
There's
don't know. I just don't have I don't have patience. It's just
nope.
like
I've got a life to live. You know,
yeah, yeah.
I've got a life to live. So I'm not
I'm
super concerned about those things.
and I mean, and it's just hard for me to sell sneakers. Like every time I try to
Yeah.
buy a pair to resell,
Yep.
all my Monero threes were supposed to be resold. Uh, Street Hawkers were supposed to be resold. Like I got those shoes in hand. I'm like, man, this is a nice shoe.
This
He
is
ain't
kind of
going
fire,
nowhere.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, these ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
These ain't going nowhere. So
So
I mean, yeah, and that's why I just don't. Again, I've you guys have been following me. Y'all know I always say that a reseller cannot be a sneakerhead, and I stick with that one. I'm gonna
yeah.
stand on that one.
So what is kind of the message for people kind of seeing the Supreme Sneakerhead
Mm.
fiasco play out? And dealing with these types of things in the sneaker community with the time that we've spent here, what is your wisdom, or what wisdom do you have for the people?
Man, I'm gonna sound like the old man at the job. You know, you get this job, you got the older man that's telling you you gonna miss them days. You just don't understand. You gonna see one day, you know. But it's just slowly, slow.
Yeah.
I can honestly say I lived the first half of my life entirely too fast, way too fast. Um, and you may not think it now, but you are going to regret it, and it's going to affect you. It's going to affect you. I know you're thinking like, man, I'm 16, I'm 17, I got time to work, I got time to save. Those years still matter. Those are still critical and pivotal years in your life. Live them as slowly as possible, and that means taking your time and looking at, is this, credible? Is this worth it? You know, is cashing out $120,000 on this table worth it? Or can I do this? Can I cash out 20,000, keep 100, spend it slowly? Like there's so many other things that you can do with that money. It's all about, like I said, slowly. That's the word of the day. Slowly.
What about the Supreme Sneakerhead situation, man? Like, as far as these types of people kind of, what am I trying to say? They are cashing in on a
Ooh.
sneakerhead competition, and people's love for sneakers and their love for being recognized as the supreme sneakerhead. I mean, there was money on the line for that. Um, People who participated in that, what's your wisdom for the next time something like that comes up, and how do you kind of sniff those situations out?
I mean, I guess that's just one of those. Again, it's all about slowly, man. You gotta pay attention. You gotta look at something. You can be hungry, but try not to be so eager. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It's okay to want to grind. It's okay to want to be the supreme sneakerhead. It's okay to want to be in that limelight, but don't be too eager where you make a mistake.
Yeah.
Don't be too eager to where like you're going against what you already know. You're not trusting that gut feeling. Like again, if you gotta pay,
Hmm.
that's you. Come on, let's reevaluate.
Right.
Let's reevaluate. We're already spending hundreds and thousands on shoes. That now we're finna put more money into something that just to be called supreme sneakerhead. Like
Yeah.
again, you gotta reevaluate those things. You gotta slowly.
if
That
if there is a it's like pay to win, right?
hmm
If anything
Yep.
is pay to win, don't trust it. Anything is pay to win. Um, Stay away from it, right?
The plan feels not fair.
Right.
I mean, it's just simple as who has the most money.
Right.
who has the most money is gonna be the winner.
Yep, exactly. And it's kind of like, I mean, we talk about on a smaller scale for now, the Scotties, right? Like there is money
Mhm.
there's a cash prize like we talked about earlier. There's a cash prize to those people who win those awards. Jonathan Taylor just broke off a big run. He might even get a touchdown. He just got a touchdown, people. Colts are down by 2. I love it. I'm happy. All right. Okay. So the Scotties is a contest where people vote for their favorite sneaker creators, and this is, I mean, it's a award that is based on merit and merit alone.
Yep.
The best people should get the award.
Yeah.
And it's that simple, right? It's an award for everybody, right? Like these types of things need to be based on merit and merit alone. If you're the best, you should be awarded as the best. So that's just those are the types of things I participate in. The things that where the best people get the award.
I mean, like I said, moving forward, Scotty's will be in our third year, and this year, going back to the drawing board, kind of just making it a little more. I don't want to say competitive, but I want it to be something that's valued. I want it to be something that's prestige, something that when you hear the name or you hear a winner of the name, it's like that's one of the accolades. Like,
Yeah,
boom, I won Sneaker Creator of the Year 2022,
yeah,
2023. I want it to be like that. I want, and like you said, if that person puts in that work,
hmm
that's how they
yeah.
got it.
And I
But
think, I
go
mean,
ahead.
I'm all about inclusivity, man. I didn't mean to cut you off there, but
No, you good. Go ahead.
I'm all about inclusivity and sneakers are for everybody. And part of me thinks that that message got a little too, it got a little too, uh, it was taken very seriously, right? And now everybody thinks that anybody can win an award just because you got a few sneakers in your collection and you can talk about them doesn't mean that you can win an award. That again is based on merit, right? So what we're trying to say is we're trying to avoid the Scotties turning into a some random person from Germany can
I was
win
gonna
it.
say the Supreme
Yeah,
Sneakerhead
right.
Competition.
Like that is
Simple as
our.
that.
I think that we're dedicated to making sure that that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Nah. I totally agree. But that leads us into our last segment of the pod, of this episode, the showcase shoe. I think did I go first last week? Yeah, I'll let you go first this time because I have a little one of those Flex untold stories to
Yes,
to go along with my pair this week. So I'm gonna let you go first for
I
your
will go
showcase
first.
sneaker.
Okay, I'm excited about these because I've also got a good story about
Okay,
these.
I like it. I like it.
Um, so so I what I want to avoid doing is
Hmm.
pulling out a shoe like this, right? I just talked about this 365 days of sneakers, it's still out. I'm not going to talk about a pair of gray New Balances. Instead,
Please, God, no.
I'm
Uh-huh.
talking about your favorite brand,
Uh-oh.
Building
Oh.
Tonight. Bot boys in the building tonight. Okay?
Is
This
that your
is
$5, $6 shoe?
yes, sir. These are the $6 boys. These are the 650 plus shipping, and they're authenticated. These are the Reebok and Bodega Inferno Suede, in
Hmm.
the tweed colorway. Um, yeah, I got these for $6.50. Six
It's
dollars and fifty
crazy.
cents. There is a little bit of creasing on the toe box, which
Uh-huh.
it's a suede shoe. That's gonna happen.
It's a
I'm not
$6
tripping.
shoe.
It's a $6 shoe. Look at the bottom.
Yep.
I mean, I could
No,
nah.
please don't don't lick the
um,
bottom.
looking at the inside, like the first thing I did, I was like, "There's well, like you can still see that the paint. I mean,
Yeah.
like everything is still good on here." And I mean, I saw the creasing in the pictures, and it's a 10 and a half, so it's a half size smaller so that my foot can kind of stretch
Oh,
out,
it's gonna push.
right?
Yeah, you
My
won't even
foot.
see them. I got you.
Yep. So this is, I mean, it's a low profile shoe that I really like. I like the tweed on the mid. So I guess I should explain this for the people who aren't on YouTube. It is a mostly, well, it's got cream on the toe box, olive hits on the back heel, olive on this rear quarter panel. Um, and is but on the mid panel it's got tweed, which uh looks really interesting. It breaks up the shoe, and then the laces are yellow with a red sock liner. But yeah, again, I want to say I got this shoe for, say it with me, $6.50 on eBay. Shout out eBay. If you want to sponsor this podcast, the inbox is open. um we got,
Is that the lowest? Is that the lowest that you've
this is the
bought like a
lowest
pair?
I've ever paid for a pair of shoes. And then I followed that up by paying $16 for a pair of the A to ZX ZX 5000s. I
I see how
think,
you got 600 pairs now.
yeah. So then I think before that uh I paid like 30 something dollars for another pair of A to ZX ZX sneakers, the dead hype. We got to talk
Mm-hmm.
about the A to ZX program at some point on a different episode. But
I have no clue what that is.
oh, bro, I gotta put you on because bro, just talking about it is making me so excited. But I think before it was like 30 something dollars for a pair of Dead Sox shoes that
Yeah.
is a collaboration that I really liked. It's Thanos inspired. But yes, $6.50 for these right here. Box, OG box. Um,
I'm not mad at that.
I'm
I'm
not
not
mad
mad at
at
it
it
at all.
either. All right, man. I know you've got a story. I want to hear it. I'm excited to hear your story.
So my showcase shoe, which I think is a super sleeper. So we have the China Market
Ooh.
Converse collaboration. And there's a Lakers colorway and there's a Bulls colorway. I have the Bulls colorway, as you can
Uh-huh.
see, which is paying homage to both all six championships. So as you can see, we got 96, 97, 98, and it says 3 in a row. And then on the other shoe, we have 91, 92, and 93. And I think there's another, it just says Chicago Bulls. And as you can see throughout the bottom, before we get to the midsole, we got the Chicago skyline, and then we finish with a cream midsole. Overall, I feel like this is a lovely shoe. And the
An
biggest
incredible
thing
shoe.
which I learned what I've learned is the Jeff Hamilton. I did not know this was inspired by the jackets. So
Uh-huh.
once I seen the stitch and I look up, where this came from, Jeff Hamilton, I'm like, oh, this is inspired by the jackets. I'm like, okay, yeah, the shoe became even cooler to me.
Yeah.
But this is the only Converse sneaker I have in my collection. And
Ah.
yes, I know, right?
Yeah.
This is the only
That's
Converse
interesting.
sneaker. And I had one pair before I had this pair, and it was a black and white basic Converse shoe. And this is right around the Wiz Khalifa
Black and
Chucks and
yellow. Yeah.
camo, yeah, the camo pants and
Yeah.
the
I'm not
black
gonna lie.
shirt.
I participated. I participated in that trend right there. With the
I,
Crooks and
I was
Castles tee,
I
Karma
was
Loop.
right. What?
Man.
Carmelo was
Bro,
crazy.
Karma Loop
Carmelo,
was insane.
what? Crooks and Castle, bro. You had a Crooks and Castle Diamond Supply shirt on and a pair of camos, and then you matched up with the Chucks. You good?
Him.
You are the yes,
With the
Timothy.
snapback. I had the Pittsburgh snapback. Bro, I've I've been to Pittsburgh one time in my life. I had a Pittsburgh snapback, bro. And I wore that thing all over the place because I was like, yo, Wiz Khalifa's from Pittsburgh.
Bro. You had the snap you had a snapback on your head, and then you had two on the pockets. You had two on your lace loops. Like, I don't what sense that made. I don't know. I didn't even wear hats at that time and had a snapback. I'm just
Yeah.
like, there. I bought $40 hat just to get dirty and hang on to like my belt buckle.
Yeah.
But as I said earlier, I was one of those people that didn't want to be be with the trend set. The trend set. I want to set the trend.
Hmm.
So as you know, at that time, it wasn't the high top that was really popular. It was the low top.
Yeah.
So Flex goes and get, you know what he goes and get? He goes and get the high top.
Yes, sir.
So I go and get the high top Converses, and I got on a pair of camo jeans.
Yep.
So again, this is around D-Boy Flex time, and I came upon some magical beans. That's what we're gonna call them.
Okay.
And these magical beans were going for $5 a pop. So
Okay.
I met this guy, and he wanted to buy these beans. So he bought the beans, and he's like, "I can go get the rest of the money at at the house." Guys, stranger danger. Never get in the car with someone you don't know or you just met.
I have a question.
Anyway,
I have a question because
go
I'm
ahead.
not familiar with this magical bean culture. Um, like I said, I played tennis growing up and I was in marching
Yeah,
band. So,
yeah.
how many magical beans are people buying at a time usually?
Okay, so this is before I don't now that's gonna be disrespectful. This is before the Future era. This is before Future was making it cool, mix it up and make it, dress it up for me, make it look good for me. This is
We
just
have to maintain the clean rating, right? I
that's
think
what I'm
that's a
saying.
goal
So that's
for
why,
us, right? I
yeah, that's
mean,
why we're going magical beans. So
yeah.
this was frowned upon. But at this time, my guy, I gave him a steal. So he wanted 6, but only had 8 left. So I was like, if you buy these 8, I'll take $5 off. He was like, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So instead of
So
getting
he's paying
6, he got
$30.
mm-hmm.
$30 for 8 magical beans. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And instead of the 40 that he would pay.
But he's not but he doesn't have the whole 30 with him?
Nope. He
That's a
has
red
to
flag, right?
no, I did get the money. But let's
Okay.
get to the story.
Okay,
So
okay, I'm sorry.
we get into this is what is this like this is early 2010s.
Okay.
So we still have the cars with the roll down windows. The
Uh-huh.
roll down, there's no buttons. So he's got like a little white pickup truck. And he takes one of those magical beans before he get in the car. Again, guys. No, red flag. So in my little town that I grew up, we got this road called Seven Hills. And it's what it is. It's in the name. It's 7 hills. So it's up, boom, up, boom. So we get in the car, and again, he's blasting Rascal Flats. Life is a highway. Cool, I'm chilling. I'm not, this is this man car. I ain't gonna tell him to take, cut it off. I just want my money. So we get to that little turn of like 7 hills, and I knew something. The whole vibe changed. He turned the music up. So music, life is a highway. I'm like, oh god. So he starts going flying up this hill. Woo, boom, woo, boom, woo, boom. And I'm just like, yo, wait.
So can I ask you another
What?
question? I got another question.
Go
Is
ahead,
this
go ahead.
dude does he look like Rascal Flats or does he look like is he
Rascal
a
Flats,
Rascal
yeah.
Flat? He's a
He's
Rascal.
a rascal flat. Well, I'm just chilling, like, I don't know, we listen to the song, but I just want but every time he goes up and goes down, like my eyes just like stomach is
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
but I'm keeping it cool because I'm like, I don't want him to feel like he can, push me, like push over on me. So I'm like, I'm
Right.
gonna keep it cool. Like I'm chill. I ain't scared. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we finally make it to the house and I get my money and never again. Never again.
Yeah.
And again, that's what goes back to me speaking on living slow.
Yeah.
Take your time and slow down.
So let me ask you a question. I might have missed it. How do those shoes connect to that story?
This whole point of my life, I was letting go of certain stuff in my life. So I got rid of that pair of Converse and I did
Gotcha.
not
Okay.
buy another pair to
Boom.
these
Gotcha.
to these. So that's how it all ties
I'm with
into.
you.
I seen
Yeah.
that and I see in the story behind those. I was like, I gotta have those, and I
Yeah.
got them again on sale, not even $50. So
Yeah. That's awesome. I'm a big fan of Chinatown Market. They're market studios now.
uh-huh.
Because during the Stop Asian Hate movement, they decided to change their name um, because they had nothing to do with just to kind of get away from that stigma
Yeah,
of,
yeah, just that stigma, yeah, that
yeah,
negativity of, having it on there and not having any size. Like, what do you
yeah,
actually mean by what are you insinuating?
right. And
You're
so
not connected to it. What do you mean?
I
Yeah.
really like their clothing brand. I've got I've also have a pair of Chuck Taylors uh from Market Studios, but
Mhm.
those that's a story for another day.
Oh, you got the All-Star one.
The All Star
What's the
one?
pro? The pro
No,
Converse
these
Pro.
are a one of five. One of five. Only
Oh,
5 pairs exist.
yeah, we got to speak on that.
Yeah, for sure.
But guys, that is it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Um, I would like to brag and also show appreciation for the people that are listening, the downloads, the streams, man. We truly appreciate it. So guys, please stay tuned, keep supporting and showing the love.
To vote for who has the best sneakers,
Showcase.
the best showcase sneakers, we will put a link to a Google form in the show notes. And
Yep,
um what we'll do is, and we'll link it on the YouTube as well. The same form on the YouTube as well, so that you
yep,
can
yep, yep.
vote. And then whoever loses has to make some sort of silly TikTok video. Maybe it's a dance, maybe it's lip syncing, something like that. Um,
I like it.
yeah. So we'll edit that in there somehow.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. We'll get it. We'll get it in there. We'll get in there.
All
We'll get
right.
it in there.
All right. Peace, everybody.